Hi, I'm Chef Kevin Blakeman from the Voo Restaurant in McCure, Auckland. Today I'm going to be making a recipe using Airborne Honey. I'm going to be making a goat cheese and beetroot bruschetta using the Wildflower Manuka honey. Right, the ingredients you're going to need today are sliced ciabatta, soft goat cheese, pickled red onion, pre-cooked beetroot, apples, baby spinach, and most importantly, the Manuka with Wildflower. The reason I love Airborne Honey, it's honest, undamaged and traceable. You can actually trace each batch back to a specific hive. They've been going for over 100 years and they're still a family-run business. Specifically today, I've got the Manuka with Wildflower. It's got all the characteristics of a Manuka, but just with a more subtle flavour, which doesn't overtake the dish. Now, before you start this recipe, there's just two things you want to do. The first is just to pre-cook and peel some beetroot. And then secondly, I've got some pickled red onions here. This is a simple 24-hour pickle in white vinegar, brown sugar, and some mustard seeds. What we're going to do first, we're going to take our sliced ciabatta, we're just going to oil it and season it and stick it on the barbie. Make sure it's just on a medium heat whilst you do the rest of it, but keep an eye on it and don't let them burn. Meanwhile, while your bread's cooking, what you want to do, you want to finely slice some apples. Now the apple is there for texture, a real good crunch. So you can even hear the crunch there. Take out the cores. Just give that a slice up. And we're going to mix that now. So we're just going to toss this apple with some baby spinach. Next we're going to add some of these pickled red onions. It's actually going to form part of our dressing as well. So we're just going to add a generous amount in there, but then also some of the liquid as well. After you've added your pickled red onions, you just want to come and turn it over and cook the other side. The next part is important. We're going to cut the pre-cooked beetroot, but you need a special piece of equipment, gloves. If you cut the beetroot without the gloves, you're going to get very purple hands. And what we want to do, we want to just get some nice rustic pieces. So chop each one into about 12. The beauty of this dish is the colour and how the flavours match together. Beetroot, goat cheese and honey are a match made in heaven. And that's why I use especially the Wildflower, because it's not going to overpower it, it's just going to complement it very nicely. For seasoning, again, we just want some salt and pepper. Be nice and generous. Some olive oil. And we've already got the juice from our pickling before. Okay, now the star of the show, the honey. You can be as generous as you want to be. Me, I particularly like the honey, so I'm going to be quite generous. One nice big tablespoon. And then just combine that all together. If you want to home, this is a fun job with the kids as well. To get their hands stuck in and get it mixing around. Time for the plating. So our bread's nice and grilled now. Just going to put that in the center of the plate. And it's time to add our mix from before. Start off by dishing it out and then go back later so it's a bit more even. Just getting all that beetroot on, and then finally the dressing. Two more ingredients to go. Just going to finish it off with some balsamic cream, and then one of my favourite cheeses, a soft goat cheese. You really want to be rustic with this and just dot it around, nice and crumbled. The pickled red onions just cuts through this really strong goat cheese, and the sweetness of the honey just complements it perfectly. Now is the best part, the eating. The goat cheese and beetroot is beautiful, and it's really complemented with that Manuka honey with the Wildflower. For recipes like this, and to learn more about Airborne Honey, visit www.airborne.co.nz, or even come and see us on our Facebook page.